make a quick video. While I was training there, and I just thought, why not make a video and explain my reasons why I actually train at home, and I have done for probably the past few years, at least 4 years I think now, it's coming up in 4 years. Because I've never actually explained that well, the reasons why I do it and why I find it better. Well, I've been training for over 10 years now. I'm 28 now, so probably started when I was about 16, 17. When I first started, sort of just like get into kind of general fitness. Like I've always played football in my days. Did karate in my youth as well, so I've done a lot of stuff. I've been like very active, sprinting, etc. So I've sort of had some sort of athletic capabilities. But when I got into the gym, I sort of just got in for general purposes. Just general fitness, like, and did a little bit of weights. Didn't really know exactly what I was doing. Kind of had a basic knowledge of kind of like weight training and stuff, but and then I started getting more into like the bodybuilding side of things. So as I was going to the gym and stuff, I was obviously like meeting people there that were kind of into the bodybuilding. I got talking to them, and I sort of got like interested in that as well. Even though I did a little bit of weight training, the bodybuilding side of things appealed to me a lot more. Started watching kind of videos and stuff on YouTube, and it was all about eating loads, trying to get bigger and bigger and bigger, because I thought obviously most people thought the bigger the better. But now I know it's not the case. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, to get into that, and years went down the line. As I said, I was proper into my bodybuilding. Changed gyms. I actually went to a proper like powerlifting and bodybuilding gym. So I was meeting people that had competitive backgrounds and were right into it. And did quite well in shows and stuff like that. So must have been about 23, 5 years ago. I was prepping I reached like a good point, you know. I reached a good size and I was strong and looked respectable. I decided I was going to try a show, and I was still eligible for the juniors at that point. It was an ABBA juniors, so I think the cut off was 23, so I was still 23, and get right into like the prep and stuff. So I was looking great. The more you get into things and when you speak to people and stuff, you realise that there comes some, as you say, necessary evils. More kind of dabbling and stuff I really shouldn't have, but I did, because that's sort of what you were told to do and what you had to do. As I said, it was like a necessary evil. If you wanted to compete and win, had to do what the rest of them were doing. So yeah, I did, and as I said, I was getting into my prep and stuff like that, and I just thought, like, I was just feeling absolute shit, man. Like, just didn't feel good about myself. Yeah, I just wasn't enjoying my training. I just sort of lost all sight of why I started training and the whole fun aspect of it. When I first started out, I just disappeared. I basically just turned it into a career I wasn't getting paid for. And the more people said how you look great and stuff, obviously goes to your head a bit. So you kind of feel like you just need to keep going with it, even though you weren't enjoying it. I must have had about a few weeks out, and I just had a total mental breakdown. I think I just like walked into the gym one day, decided that I'm not doing this anymore. I don't feel good about myself. I've lost all sight of the kind of person that I was, and I just wasn't enjoying training anymore. As I said, I turned it into a career I wasn't getting paid for. Nah, this isn't for me now. So yeah, walked in the gym one day, took a look around, and just thought, nah, I'm back out. And whatever happened to me that day, it was like I just had an epiphany, and I just thought, I really need to start looking after myself properly. This is not who I am. Like, I came from a sort of an athletic background. I love fitness. Like, I loved everything, and I just sort of put all my eggs in one basket. I don't regret it, because I wouldn't have arrived at the conclusion that I am now. Like, I feel like it was still necessary, and I look back and think, you know what I mean, it was still an important part of my life that probably had to happen for me to arrive here, and I'm glad it happened now, like sooner rather than later in life. Like a lot of people have went through their life like training and doing shows, man, and then like the 40s and probably the 50s and decided like what they've done with their life. Spent their whole life absolutely obsessed with this to the point of ruined like their social lives, they've ruined relationships, and mine was going that way too. In fact, I kind of did, to be honest. Like, I probably cut off a lot of relationships, like, and the partner I was with at the time, like, probably suffered with that, like, when me just being totally obsessed with this, and like my meals and stuff, like, I'd eat every 2 hours, and just the usual shit that comes with it. As I said, it was a turning point in my life, and even the food I was eating, like, I was getting to the point I wasn't even digesting things properly because of sheer volume of like chicken and meats and protein and, do you know what I mean, like dairy, and I just thought, I don't know, I just really want to look after my health now, and I just felt shit. And at that age, like it's just no good. And I actually looked into like vegan diets, like plant-based diet. I mean, I didn't cut out everything out at once. I did a bit by bit. So I cut out my dairy. No, sorry, cut out my meat for a while. So I was vegetarian for a while. And then, like, after a few months, I decided I was going to cut out the dairy as well because that was just made me feel horrible, kind of spots and stuff, and yeah, it wasn't good. So yeah, it's 5 years now. Still sticking to like my plant-based diet. I got into calisthenics stuff 5 years ago, which I absolutely love. Do a little bit of like resistance bands, so like my resistance bands and just heavy calisthenics based workouts I do, and my athletic ability has just went through the roof. Like my strength went through the roof, my fitness, my flexibility, my coordination, everything just superior compared to what it was a few years ago. So yeah, the thing is with calisthenics, you can pretty much do that anyway. So I looked into like equipment and stuff, and you know what I mean. It was just like you pull up bars, that kind of basic stuff. So I just invested in things like that, and these are things that you can keep at home. So as I said, I've not really felt the need to go back to a gym. Basically set them up in the room, like I've got my pull up mate here. That was the thing too, like last year, the year before, I got an ambassadorship with Pull Up Mate, and I actually went down south and did a video shoot and photo shoot with him, which was great fun. I mean, another reason why I train at home is the time. It's due to my job, like I don't have a lot of time as is. Like I don't know from day to day what time I'm getting home from work. I'm away like 7 in the morning and I can be back at like 10 at night easily. Especially this time of year, can run up to Christmas, it's absolutely crazy. Just as most trades and stuff are, but so like I don't want to be coming back home, and when I don't know when I'm coming home and getting ready to go to a gym, at the end of the day, like my partner is the most important thing to me, and spending time with them is. I'm not coming home after not seeing them all day to go straight back out to the gym to leave them for another hour or so. Or more than that, because the time you travel, you get ready and then you travel and then travel back after your training session. So I thought, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not sacrificing any more relationships for my selfish needs. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why I train at home too, is just the sheer flexibility of it. The fact that I don't need to go anywhere, it's here. See my partner, she can come up and speak to me while I'm training, or do you know what I mean? Like I can come in and out at my own convenience, so I can do a bit in the morning, can do a bit at night if I wanted to, I can break it up how I want. At the end of the day, like, you need to find something you enjoy, right? So people enjoy bodybuilding, going to the gym, like that's absolutely fair enough. Do you know what, I'm not good because I've done it for years. It's just that it suits me now, it suits like my lifestyle, it suits my training, because I don't need weights. As I said, relationships come first, family comes first, spending time with them, which includes my wee Mexican dog, is the LaRoofs. Say hello, Luther. This is Luther. He's a Mexican Cheech. He's also my training partner, helps with the calisthenics stuff and that. If you've watched any of my other videos before, you've probably seen the fact that I use you as extra resistance sometimes, isn't you? A good training partner. Yeah, say hi to folks. Or not, it's okay. Right, big on Mexican. at the end of the day, folks, do what you enjoy and don't take anything seriously. You know what I mean? Like, see, dieting and stuff like that, it's just not necessary. What I'm about to say is just the same old chestnut, right? But it's moderation. Like, nobody should be like extreme dieting and stuff. You know what I mean? It's do what you enjoy and do what you can adhere to. At the end of the day, like, I eat plant-based, right? But I don't throw it in anybody's face and say you need to do this because it's the best for you. But like, it's the best for me. Do you know what I mean? I did it because it's the best for me. It's got me into great shape, like that and the training. I just thought, do you know what I mean? At the age of 28, 29, early next year, like, I just, health is the most important thing to me, and being there for like my family, and these are all things that I feel I've missed out in life. Do what you enjoy doing. Eat what you like to eat. Do you know what I mean? Just don't take a piss with it. Be logical about things. You know, don't overeat. Training should be fun. Do you know what I mean? And it shouldn't take out a massive part of your day. It doesn't take out a massive part of my day because I don't allow it anymore. And the funny thing is, the more I let it go, and the more I became less obsessed with things, the better I looked and the better I felt. Because obviously mentally you're just freeing up, not feeling like tied to something. Like, you're just so much more flexible in your life, and it's hard at first. Like, for going somebody that was weighing themselves and weighing out their food and counting macros and all that shit, man, like, to sort of walk away from that, like, it was hard, but I don't regret it. Like, my life now is far superior to what it was. I'm just so much more calmer and laid back. Like, things don't bother me as much. But I know that it's going to probably resonate with a lot of other people. Hopefully my rambling sort of made sense. But maybe try and explain some of the reasons why I don't train in a gym anymore. I don't have the best vocabulary to explain things, so I've just repeated myself constantly throughout the video, but I try and make this a thing, like putting up videos and training tips, try my best in nutrition. As I said, like, I've got years and years of experience. It's a lifestyle. It's not a chore, it's not a career, it's a lifestyle. You need to find something that's going to work in your life. Unfortunately, the only way you can do that is trial and error. Because my life's different to yours, but there may be certain elements of my life that work for you and your lifestyle. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to go try and finish off the rest of my session. So, goodbye.